Hi, welcome back to my channel, everyone. My name is Jahcelyne, and if you are returning, welcome. I'm so glad that you are back. I'm so happy to have you. I hope that you stick around, continue to tell a friend, and do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, reshare, all of the things. I appreciate your support so much. And if you are new, welcome. It's warmly Jahcelyne. Here we are all about positive living, positive vibes, just positive lifestyle content. So let's get into it. And today I am talking about 6 steps to become magnetic. You are what you attract. We've heard that before. But specifically, I want to talk about ways to boost your confidence and attracting more abundance, because these are 2 very important things that I believe just help with your overall well-being and just having a positive mindset. But also, who doesn't want to feel and be more confident and attract more abundance? So here are a few steps that have helped me and have also helped the people in my life who are more successful than me. I've also taken a step further and looked into some research of what key people, key leaders have said have helped them attract abundance and become more confident. So let's get into it. The first thing about having more confidence and attracting things into your life and creating more abundance is acknowledging the small wins, the small steps, and living from a place of gratitude. A small step could look like going to a place alone or speaking to a stranger at an event or a networking event, or going up to someone or emailing someone that you really admire from afar and letting them know, hey, I'd love to meet with you for coffee. A small step could also look like wearing something bold and that you normally wouldn't wear. A small step could also look like saying no when you usually always say yes, or opposite of that, saying yes when you always say no. So acknowledge your small wins, acknowledge those small steps that are helping you become more confident, because after a while, you are going to store up enough confidence and store up enough of these small steps. They accrue into big confidence and big steps. So acknowledge that. And another way to bring in more abundance is living from a place of gratitude. It is so important to think about all of those things that keep your life going, those conveniences, having food and water, shelter, friends that love you, family that loves you, food on your back, a roof over your head. Start with those basic essentials that if you did not have them, life would be terrible. Because depending on where you live, there is suffering, there is sorrow everywhere you look, and people who just don't have those basic things. So start with that. Start with gratitude and see how much more of that you get. Number 2, I'm gonna expound more on this on a later point, but I would say another thing of boosting your confidence and bringing in more abundance is being kind to yourself and others. Hot take. It's cool to be kind. It's cool to be kind. You don't have to be an asshole to be on the top or be respected. It's cool to be kind. It's cool to be kind to yourself because you live with yourself from the day that you come into this world to the day that you leave this world. Make it a harmonious place to be. Make your mind a place of refuge and not a battlefield. Be kind to yourself. Talk to yourself the way that you would talk to a friend that you really love or someone that you are looking to encourage or support. Be your friend. Be your own cheerleader. That is so important to building your confidence and building your worth and your self-esteem. But I'll get into that in a different point. But being kind to others is, again, what you attract. If you attract if you are a rude person or have this entitlement or self-importance or this mean girl or mean boy vibe, guess what? You're gonna continue to attract things like that or people who are like that, which then you're going to be like, can I trust these people? Do these people care about me? Right? Like, because you're attracting people who are like that. You're attracting drama. You're attracting low-grade frequency. You're attracting immaturity. So level up and work on being kind to other people. It takes nothing from you. It doesn't make you weak. And it certainly doesn't make you inferior. So get clear on being kind to yourself and being kind to others. That is a sure way to boost confidence and attract more abundance into your life. Number 3, keeping good company. Yes. This may not come as a surprise because you have probably heard the saying that you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around and connect with the most. So this could either be good or bad depending on if they are good company. Are these people confident? Do they show kindness to themselves and to others? Do they have great character that you aspire to have? Do they have values, morals? Do they send the elevator back down and bring other people up? Are the things that they do and say and how they move, do they align? Like, there are so many things that are indicators if you have good company around you. And I'll also link a video. I have a video that I did a couple months back about finding your tribe. So check that out if you're a little bit unsure of where to start with finding good company and what that looks like. That is, having confident people around you confidence will rub off on you too. In the opposite, if you have people around you that are not confident, that are living at a low-grade frequency, that gossip about people, that can only really move in groups and aren't strong in their individuality, who subscribe to groupthink, things like that, naturally that also rubs off on you. So I would say that you want to get around people who are strong in their individuality, people who have friendships outside of you, people who have friendships outside of a friend group, people who have different interests than you do. These things are signs of confident people. People who don't have to center your time together around gossip. People who encourage, people who are not afraid to share their wisdom or share contacts. People who don't live in a scarcity mindset. These are some key things, key telling signs that you are around confident people. So garner more of that, nurture more of that. Those people are gems, and you want to stay around people like that because it'll only help boost your confidence, and you get great friends in the mix of that. So definitely stay connected and keep your head on a swivel with things like that. And also, that attracts more abundance. Because when you are around people who are not in a scarcity mindset and who have confidence, naturally they share resources with you. They share information with you. They share tips and tricks and life hacks and share their contacts and recommendations and suggestions and books. And that attracts that information. That's why they say sharing is caring. Information is power. But part of the ways that you get that is from the people in your life that you know that share that with you. And that attracts more abundance. So you want to get around people that are smarter than you. You want to get around people who are more successful than you. You want to get around people who have more lived life experience than you because they likely have more wisdom. So just think about that for just keeping good company in your life. My next point is getting a spiritual life. And this probably should have been number 1, but I just want to say and preface that none of this is in chronological order. But if I had to put it in chronological order, I would start with getting a spiritual life. Who do you answer to? Where do you get direction from? What is anchoring you? What is holding you to a set of morals and values? What is governing your life? How is it being directed? These sorts of things can be answered with having a spiritual life, being held to a higher calling and a higher purpose, putting things and reframing things into perspective and thinking about the bigger picture. So depending on whatever your spiritual life is, whatever you subscribe to, that should be your anchor into your confidence and your anchor for attracting more abundance. There are a set of beliefs and a set of values that your spiritual life will adhere you to. So that in and of itself comes with its own confidence and its own abundance that keeps you accountable and anchored. So definitely, if you don't have a spiritual life, think about getting one. And if you do have a spiritual life, continue to nourish it, get curious about it, and prioritize it. Point 5, set goals for yourself. And that includes goals of all kinds: financial goals, fitness goals, spiritual goals, lifestyle goals, creating room for passions and hobbies and interests. Why that's so important is it gives you benchmarks to work toward, benchmarks to get to. And that in and of itself creates confidence. The confidence to know and measure, look what I have done and look how far I have come. Look at the things that I can succeed in. That boosts confidence when you're able to accomplish, when you're able to set a goal and work toward it. That is so thrilling if you have ever experienced that. And it also attracts abundance, because if you subscribe to Christianity, and I'm not putting my beliefs on you, but what we believe is that faith without works is dead. And what that means is it's not enough to just have faith. You've got to put some skin in the game as well. So if you are making requests to God, and if you are believing and having faith for things, it's not enough to just make the request and have faith. You also have to attract those things by doing the work. And a great way to itemize the work that you have to do is to set goals. So, set those goals, friend. Break them down, categorize them, organize them, track them, get some friends in on them to have accountability, and have fun with your goals. So, that's number 5. Number 6 is, which probably would be, if I was going chronologically, would probably be the second one that I would say, is enhancing your self-love. Your confidence and your abundance comes down to what you think and what you believe you are worth. The way that you see yourself, your value. That's truly what it boils down to, is what do I believe I am worthy of having? Also, taking another step to unlearning beliefs that no longer serve you, beliefs that maybe you have outgrown or grew up on. I'll give you an example. In my culture, in my community, we have these sayings, we have these things that are now jokes, but truly were real things in some of the households we grew up in. For example, don't run the heat too long. Don't run the air conditioning too long. You're gonna run up the bill. Well, if it's cold, I'm gonna turn on the heat. If it's hot, I'm gonna turn on the AC. Or we have food at home. We can't afford to stop to go get fast food. Things like that. Those are things that you are going to have to unlearn, because the truth of the matter is, it is a scarcity mindset and it's a poverty mindset. And it also comes down to, I no longer believe this. I believe that I can run my AC, or even if my bill does go up, I mean, I gotta be cool. Like, you know what I mean? So I think it's really things like that. Believing that there is more than enough for you, that there is more than enough to go around, that you don't have to have a crabs in a barrel mindset, because that is not an act of self-love. And also, it's simply just not true. Look around, there is abundance everywhere. You just have to tap into it, tap into the energy, and also increase your self-love to believe that you are worth those, that you can have those, that you have the confidence to have it, right? And that there is enough for you to attract it. So, friends, those are my 6 steps to becoming magnetic, boosting your confidence, and attracting more abundance into your life. I'm gonna drop some resources down in the description box. And that's also just a tip. Always check the description box. I have coupon codes, videos, resources, article links, all sorts of things to help with the resources of this video. So definitely check that out. And friends, continue to come back. I will see you next week, and I hope that you all have a great week. Bye. See you.